Welcome to the British Museum, home to a lot of things that aren't British. There are at least 8 million objects inside here, and 99% of them aren't even on display. They're kept away from the public in private storerooms. Here are 5 objects in the museum that are used to attract millions of visitors every year. First is Egypt's Rosetta Stone, which is one of the museum's most famous objects and has been at the center of demands to be returned. It was the key that helped us understand ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs. The Rosetta Stone was taken by Napoleon Bonaparte's army from Egypt in 1799 and then taken by the British in 1801 after they defeated the French. These are Nigeria's Benin bronzes. They were among the thousands of stolen sculptures by British colonial forces in 1897 as they invaded the Kingdom of Benin, today known as Nigeria. They ended up in the US, Germany, Austria, and here at the British Museum. There are over 900 objects from the Kingdom of Benin in the collection. At the end of 2018, the British Museum said it would only loan some of the looted bronzes to Nigeria, but still expects Nigeria to return them. Next is the Yoruba stool, thought to be the first artifact that Britain stole from Nigeria while colonizing the region. The museum displays it as collected by British explorer Richard Lemon Lander. They even changed its name to celebrate the man who stole it. It's now called the Lander stool. This is Ghana's Akan drum, the earliest African-American object in the British Museum, which was stolen from Virginia during the British colonization of North America. But its roots go back much further. It's thought that a craftsperson from the Akan people made it in what is now Ghana or Côte d'Ivoire more than 300 years ago. Drums were played during the transatlantic slave trade, where enslaved Africans were forced to dance during their long and dangerous journey to North America and the Caribbean. Their colonizers would make them dance to keep them fit for the forced labor. And lastly, we have Jamaica's Birdman, a symbolic historical artifact originating from Jamaica that has become the focus of restitution by the Jamaican government. The carved birdman was made by the Taino people, who were one of the indigenous inhabitants of the Caribbean when Europeans invaded in the 15th century. The Taino people did not survive the arrival of European settlers and were wiped out within a century because of famine and illness. Birdman, which isn't even on display, was found in a cave in 1792. A private art dealer kept it at his home in South London, where it eventually ended up at the British Museum following his death. Since then, the museum has lent it to Japan, Spain, and France, but that international adventure has missed one important location: Birdman's birthplace, in Jamaica. There are a lot more objects we wanted to include, but we couldn't fit everything in this video, so let us know what we should look at next.